When I first moved to Canada at 18, I thought the secret to great English was learning more slang, more complex grammar, more advanced vocabulary. But after 9 years of studying psychology, working in education and mental health, and talking with thousands of people, I realized something surprising. The key to sounding confident in English isn't about how many words you know, it's about how you use them to connect with people. In this video, I will show you 3 simple conversation techniques that transform the way I communicate in English. By the end of the video, I will tell you why most of you already have what it takes to be a great English communicator. You just don't know it yet. Most people think that they need to say something clever to keep a conversation going. But Harvard research shows that people actually enjoy conversations more when they talk about themselves because it releases dopamine that brings natural feel-good chemical. Dopamine is the same thing that makes us feel good when we eat chocolate, win a game, or get a compliment. When you ask someone a great question, you're literally making them feel good. That's why the best communicators tend to ask significantly more questions than the average person. But they don't just ask random questions. They ask follow-up questions that show they're actually paying attention. For example, most of people would ask, "How was your weekend?" People would say, "Fine," then awkward silence. Instead, you could say, "What was the best part of your weekend?" Now they have to think about something fun or meaningful to share, and you will be surprised. You don't get that kind of question that often, so they really need to think about it. Great communication isn't about talking more. It's about asking the right questions and make other people feel heard. Having that active listening skills is the first step, but great communicators don't just stop there. They want to prove to other people they are listening. When people feel understood, they release oxytocin, the connection hormone that builds trust and make conversations more engaging. This is where looping for understanding comes in. A technique from Super Communicators by Charles Duhigg. It's a simple 3-step process. Ask the questions to encourage the other person to share. Summarize what you heard in your own words. Ask if you got it right to confirm your understanding. Let's see this in action. Work has been really stressful lately. Most people would just say, "Oh, that sucks. Me too." And that's at the end of the conversation. Instead, let's try looping for understanding. First, we ask the question, "Wow, that sounds intense. What's been the biggest challenge?" After hearing what other people say, you can summarize it in your own words. So you are dealing with tight deadlines, and it feels like there's no time to rest. Ask if you got it right. Did I understand that correctly? This isn't just useful for casual conversations. It's a game changer in conflicts, difficult discussions, or emotional conversations. Now, instead of hitting a dead end, you are opening door to a real conversation, one where the other person feels truly heard. Most of us have had the same boring conversations over and over. How's school? How's work? How was your weekend? How are you doing today? Well, I have to say, there's nothing wrong with small talk. It's how we start our conversations. But the problem is, we don't know how to take it further. The famous 36 questions found that deep, open-ended questions can quickly build trust and emotional connection, even between strangers. But here's the good news. You don't have to ask deep personal questions to make conversations meaningful. You just need to upgrade your small talk. Instead of, "What do you do?" ask, "How did you get into the field?" Instead of, "Did you like your trip?" ask, "What surprised you the most about it?" Instead of, "Are you into sports?" ask, "Why do you love that sport?" The small shifts in how you ask questions make a huge difference. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's this. Focus on connection, not perfection. Even after 9 years of learning, working, talking with so many people, I still make mistakes. Sometimes in high-stakes situations. I have stumbled during public speeches. I have struggled to find the right words in a moment when someone's life was on the line. And you know what? That's okay. Because at the end of the day, language isn't about showing off. It's about showing up. It's about connecting, not impressing. And here is the truth. You already have the language skill. If you listen closely, throughout this entire video, I never use complicated words or advanced grammar. I bet most of you understood almost everything I said. You didn't have to pause, translate, or check a dictionary if you're still using one. That means you already have the tools to be an amazing English communicator. If you're just starting your English journey, that's okay too. 9 years ago, I scored band 5 on IELTS. And if I figured it out, you can too. If you found this video helpful, like it, save it, and share it with a friend who might need it. And if you have any conversation tips of your own, drop that in the comments. I would like to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.